Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I wanted to show you the sales I had for this weekend. I had a total of 11 items that I paid $74 for, and we made a gross profit of over $550. Stay tuned and I'll go over all of these items. So today I am directly outside, just broke out, fresh out of probation of eBay jail. I was in eBay jail for 3 days for selling a prohibited item. It was a prescription back massager, stimulator, something for post-back surgery patients. And you're not supposed to sell that on eBay. And I did. I thought it was in the gray area. I thought, even though it's prescription, so do not learn from me. Make sure you do not ever list anything that says RX prescription only. CPAPs, oxygen tanks, those are obviously a huge no-no. I thought a back massager, surely that's got to be a gray area. I was wrong. So I was in eBay jail 3 days. So that shut down my store, shut down all my sales for the middle of last week. So I was thrilled to have 11 items going out today. So let me break it down for you. Like I said, I had 11 items, paid $74 for everything, gross profit $558. So we'll start with Time Life. If you've watched any of my last videos, you know that these are hot. I can't keep these in stock long enough. I picked this up on Saturday and it sold on Sunday. So this Time Life set, $6 is what I paid, and it sold for $35. Revere Ware pots and pans. I love pots and pans. They're easy to take pictures, pretty easy to ship. This is the Revere Pro line, 6-quart with the matching lid. So I paid, this was also from this weekend. I think I picked it up on Friday. And it sold, I paid $15 and it sold for $60. Then we've got some Shark vacuum attachments. These sell really well. Any vacuum attachments, whether it's Shark, whether it's Dyson, I always pick them up because they're always really cheap. So I have 2 separate sets. What are the odds of that? That sold this weekend. I've had them for quite a little while. A little while. I'd say 9 months or more. I paid $3 for each set, and they both sold. One sold for $40, one sold for $39. So those did well. Then Hallmark Ornament. I picked up a bunch of these at my local thrift store. I paid $4 for some of them and $2 for some of them. I think this was the $4 one, and it was sold for $48. Cowboy Hat. I picked up a bunch of cowboy hats at a garage sale for $5 a piece. This one is Resistol. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But this guy, I paid $5 and he sold for $60. I had him listed at $80, but I went ahead and took an offer on it. Then we've got a Windows operating system. This one, no cost. It was personal item. And this one sold for $36. We've got a Kindle. Kindle here with the cover, tested, works, deregistered, ready to go. Tip on these, make sure that you can register it. So when you log in into the settings, it'll say this is John's Kindle. Make sure you can remove John, deregister from their account, and therefore it's ready for you to log back in. If you cannot do that, it's locked to their account and it's useless to the next user. So this guy I paid $5 and he sold $50. Then the next 2 items are items I will never buy again. We'll just put it at that. First one, I've had this probably 3 years. This was original when I first started learning things. This Boyd's Bear. There'll be a picture up on the screen to show you what it is. And I was really bad at inventory sorting when I first started. So I think it was right around $1 or $2 for it, but it only sold for $10. So definitely not a big profit, and I'm not going to buy them again in the future. And the next item that I will probably not be keeping my eye out for, there are people that do really well with vintage Tupperware. I'm not one of them. There's just not enough profit in it. They're pretty big and bulky, and I just don't like them. So this goes back to at least a 3-year-old pickup. And I think I picked this up at the Goodwill bins, the outlets. I haven't been there. I only go maybe once a year, if that, to the bins. they sell things by the pound, and you literally are just digging through these old bins of rejected items from Goodwill. So I picked these up. I'm going to say less than $1 because they do it by weight, and he sold for $11. So I'm not big on Tupperware. I'll save it for the people that like flipping Tupperware. There's plenty of them out there. I'm just not one of them. So that broke down everything else that I sold this weekend. One big item. This one I saved the best for last. Combo Players. Love Combo Players. You want to make sure it has the remote. It's going to sell a lot faster if you have the remote. This guy is HDMI. That is one thing to always look for when you're flipping these. The HDMI ones are always worth the most. This is also the one that records backwards. So you can put VHS and record it to a DVD. Not all of them do that. So a lot of them will just play one or the other. It'll play the DVD, it'll play the VCR, but it will not record. So this is one of the ones that records onto a DVD what's on that VHS. So I threw in some tapes or some blank media on there for them just to kind of up the package. If you have those extra accessories, I feel like it'll help you stand out. I like to throw in an HDMI cable because you can pick those up at garage sales and thrift stores for really cheap. And then I had these that I picked up for really cheap at a sale. So I threw that into the package to make one giant package. So I'm in at $30 and it sold for $169. So again, if you want these to sell fast, make sure they have the remote. I've got a whole stack of them that I picked up earlier on in my reselling career. And I thought, okay, anytime it's a Sony recorder or a Sony Combo Player, a good brand, a good player, without that remote, they just don't sell as fast. And you can definitely buy remotes after the fact. Going on eBay, buy a remote, but make sure that it's worth it for how much you're going to be invested at that point. So always do your research, do your math, make sure it's worth it. But 30 into 170, I'll do that all day. So hopefully you learned something new to keep an eye out when you're outsourcing. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and you'll be notified of any future videos I put out. Thank you so much for your support, and have a wonderful day.